Imagine it's 7 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
You just woke up. You open your computer, or, maybe you're just scrolling on your phone while drinking your coffee.
Yeah, standard morning routine.
Exactly. And you see a pair of shoes or maybe a new jacket that you really want to buy, so you click a button to order it. Now imagine holding that exact item in your hands inside your own house before you even sit down for dinner that very same evening.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible to think about.
It really is. Like, can you imagine a world where that is just a normal Tuesday? Can you imagine a world where over 200 million packages are shipped, moved, sorted, and delivered every single day?
I mean, it sounds like science fiction, honestly.
Yeah.
But it's actually a daily reality.
Yep.
And before we get too deep into it, we should mention our approach for today. Because our source material today comes from an English training script, one that's designed specifically for language learners. We're actually going to take a very deliberate approach to how we explore this topic.
Right. We're doing something a little special for this deep dive.
Yeah, we are intentionally slowing down our speaking speed just a bit. We're going to focus on very clear pronunciation. If you're an English beginner listening to us right now, our goal is that you can catch every single detail we discussed today.
And maybe master some new vocabulary along the way, too.
Exactly.
So we're diving straight into the heart of global logistics, but we're going to take our time. We are going to speak clearly. Okay, let's unpack this.
Let's do it.
To really understand how 200 million packages can move in a single day, we first have to look at the baseline expectation of speed.
Right, the normal standard.
Yeah. Like when someone orders a package in China, how long does it actually take? According to our source, getting a package usually takes 2 to 3 days.
Which is already fast.
It is. In many parts of the world, a 2-day wait is considered premium, fast shipping. But in the big Chinese cities, something else happens entirely. In those big cities, delivery that happens before the sun goes down is incredibly common.
Which actually brings up a really great term for anyone practicing their English today. The phrase is same-day delivery.
Same day.
Yes, same day. It is a compound word connecting same and day. It's exactly what it sounds like. If you buy a shirt on Tuesday morning, same-day delivery means the shirt arrives at your house on Tuesday.
Not Wednesday.
Nope, not Wednesday, not Thursday. Tuesday. The entire transaction, from clicking the button to actually wearing the shirt, happens in one single day.
Same day.
Yeah.
It sounds so simple when you say it out loud, but when you think about the physical reality of moving a physical object across a massive city, same-day delivery is almost like magic.
It really is.
Think about the traffic. Think about the coordination required to find one specific shirt among millions of items. In China, our source tells us, people actually have a specific name for this kind of logistical magic. They call it jingdong speed.
Right, jingdong speed. This phrase comes from a very large, highly efficient shopping website in China called JD.com.
Okay.
To give you some context, JD.com is a massive online store where you can buy almost anything you can imagine. It's very similar to Amazon.
But there's a difference, right?
A huge difference. Our source makes a very important distinction here. While the concept is similar to Amazon, the delivery speed of JD.com is much, much faster than what people experience with Amazon in most other countries around the world.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, JD.com delivers a huge percentage of its items on the exact same day they are ordered.
So, as someone who always wants to know how the machine actually works, I just have to ask, how is that physically possible?
That's a great question.
I mean, how can a company receive an order, find the exact item in a giant building, pack it in a cardboard box, put it in a delivery vehicle, navigate city traffic, and drive it to your house in just a few hours?
It seems impossible.
It feels to me like having a massive citywide pantry. If you want to cook dinner and all the food is already inside your house, well, cooking is incredibly fast. You just walk to your pantry, get the food, and start cooking.
Right.
The food does not have to travel from a farm to your house on a truck. It's already there, waiting for you. Is that essentially how this whole jingdong speed works?
That analogy is close, yeah. But the reality is even more proactive than a pantry. What's fascinating here is that the secret to this incredible speed is not just driving faster on the delivery roads.
It's not just faster trucks?
No, not at all. The secret is knowing where to put the items before you even click the order button. And if you are building your English vocabulary right now, the crucial word to understand this process is warehouse.
Warehouse.
I will pronounce this slowly. Warehouse. warehouse. In English, we use this word to describe a large building meant for storing goods before they are sold.
The warehouse. So instead of having one massive warehouse sitting right in the middle of the country somewhere, how are they using these warehouses to get a pair of shoes to someone in just a few hours?
Well, JD.com does not just have one central building. They have warehouses in every single city.
Every city.
Every city. And they do not just put them far away on the distant edge of town where land is cheap. These warehouses are located directly inside the neighborhoods, very near your home.
Oh, wow. So they are right there.
Exactly. So when you place an order on the website, the package is not traveling across the entire vast country of China. The package is coming from a warehouse that is only a few kilometers away from your front door.
That's crazy.
And furthermore, they use massive amounts of consumer data to predict what people in your specific neighborhood are going to want to buy.
Yeah.
They stock that local warehouse with those specific items before you even know you want them.
Just a few kilometers away. That completely changes the logistics game. That entirely explains the speed.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
If the item is only 3 or 4 kilometers away, a driver just picks it up and brings it right over. It takes 15 minutes instead of 15 hours.
Exactly.
But, knowing that the warehouses are positioned just a few kilometers away from homes, that explains the speed for one single person. Scaling that system up to serve a massive population, that is where this whole concept gets truly unbelievable to me.
Let's look at the numbers.
Yes, let's look at the numbers provided in our notes. Our source tells us a daily statistic that is absolutely staggering. Chinese people send over 200 million packages per day.
Let us pause and really think about the physical weight of that number. 200 million packages every single day.
It's hard to even picture.
It really is. We're not just talking about data moving through wires. We're talking about an enormous amount of physical items. Cardboard, tape, plastic, products, moving from a local warehouse to a person's home.
Right.
It requires an incredibly organized system of conveyor belts, barcode scanners, sorting robots, and delivery drivers on scooters to make sure none of those 200 million packages get lost in the chaos.
And here's the craziest part, I think. 200 million packages is just a normal, average, quiet day.
Yes.
But our source material highlights a specific time of year when that number explodes into something much, much bigger.
That is correct. We have to talk about a very famous retail event called Double 11.
Double 11.
Yes. Double 11 takes place on November 11th, the 11th day of the 11th month. Double 11 is widely recognized as the biggest shopping day in the entire world.
Bigger than anything else.
Way bigger. It is a massive national shopping festival where prices drop and everyone buys the things they have been waiting for all year.
And here's where it gets really interesting to me. When we think about huge shopping festivals in other parts of the world, we often think of a whole season or maybe a whole month of sales leading up to the holidays.
Right, like a whole month of discounts.
Exactly. But this specific shopping festival is not a whole month. Double 11 is just one single day. All of that intense shopping, all of that frantic clicking happens in just 24 hours.
And the amount of money involved in those 24 hours is almost impossible to comprehend. For our English learners listening, the key vocabulary word here is billions.
Billions.
Listen closely to the sound of the word. Billions. As adult learners, you already know the mathematics of massive wealth. But listen to how we use it in English to describe this level of scale. When our source says that Chinese people spend billions of dollars in that single day of Double 11, we are talking about an ocean of money exchanging hands before the clock strikes midnight.
Wait, I have to stop and push back on this for a second. Let's think about the physical reality again.
Okay.
If people are spending billions of dollars in 24 hours, and if they are sending way, way more than 200 million packages on this one single day of Double 11, how does the entire physical infrastructure not just collapse?
It's a very valid concern.
I mean, you can have all the local warehouses you want, but how does the whole country not just get buried under a giant mountain of cardboard the very next morning? Where do all those delivery boxes go when the shopping is finally done?
That is exactly the right question to ask. You are hitting on the natural consequence of this entire system, and it leads us directly into a very serious part of our deep dive today.
Oh, wait.
Yes. The darkest side of all this incredible fast-paced convenience is exactly what you just imagined. The waste. The massive volume of packages creates a massive, ongoing problem of physical waste.
It makes sense.
We are talking about millions and millions of cardboard boxes. We are talking about millions of plastic delivery bags. We are talking about miles and miles of packing tape. And all of these materials are being discarded, thrown away into the trash every single day after the packages are opened.
It makes me feel a little bit conflicted, honestly.
Also,
Because on one hand, getting a package on the exact same day is amazing. Fast delivery is so incredibly convenient for our busy modern lives.
absolutely.
But on the other hand, we have to think about the long-term impact all this trash has. Which brings us to another vital vocabulary word for our listeners. The word is environment.
A very important word.
Let us say it carefully. It has a few distinct syllables. Environment. Environment. In English, we use this word to talk about the natural world around us, the ecosystems we rely on, which we must protect from the consequences of human industry.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, we can clearly see a modern dilemma. A dilemma is a difficult choice where neither option is perfect.
Right.
In the modern world, extreme convenience often comes at a very high cost to nature. The amazing speed of those local warehouses and the excitement of spending billions on Double 11 create a direct and visible threat to the environment.
It's a huge trade-off.
It really is. Millions of boxes and plastic bags discarded every single day become a very serious environmental crisis. Trees are cut down for the cardboard, oil is used for the plastic, landfills fill up with the empty boxes.
Recognizing that direct threat to the environment is the first necessary step. And thankfully, our source material does not just leave us with the doom and gloom of the problem.
No, it doesn't.
The logistics industry has realized that this system is unsustainable. They have had to adapt very quickly. They had to change their ways to prevent the country from simply drowning and packaging waste.
So what are they doing?
Well, the source shares some very encouraging news with us regarding practical solutions. Some companies are now changing exactly how they pack their items. They are starting to use something entirely different. And this is our final key vocabulary word for today. The word is recyclable. Recyclable. Listen to the beginning of the word. Recyclable. Recyclable.
That is a very powerful word. Notice the prefix re at the beginning, which in English often means to do something again. Recyclable describes a material that can be processed and used again and again.
Right, instead of just throwing it away.
Exactly. Instead of throwing a cardboard box in the normal garbage where it will sit in a landfill forever, a recyclable box can be broken down, cleaned, and turned into a brand new box. It is a closed cycle. You use the material over and over. So our source points out that we absolutely need recyclable boxes for all these packages to help solve the environmental problem.
And what is fascinating is that it's not just the large corporate companies making these changes. It is the local communities, too. The source mentions that some cities have even set up specific, dedicated recycling stations just for packages.
Yes, the infrastructure itself is changing. Instead of putting your empty box in your personal trash can at your house, you can take it to a specialized recycling station right in your city.
Oh, that's clever.
You return the empty boxes to the station, and the workers there make sure they recycle them properly back into the logistics system. But notice what that requires. It requires the everyday people who buy the goods to take personal action too.
So it's a team effort.
The warehouse can deliver the box, but the consumer has to return it.
It is a smart idea. Everyone working together to maintain the convenience while reducing the harm. So what does this all mean? We have covered a lot of ground today.
We really have.
We learned about speed, we learned about scale, and we learned about the environment. Because this deep dive is designed especially for English beginners, we want to take a special moment right now. Since we are focusing on English practice today, let's look at 5 core phrases directly from our source material that summarize everything beautifully.
I think that's a great idea. Let's say them slowly.
Great. For example, our source points out this fact. Same-day delivery is common in big Chinese cities. If you are practicing your English today, that is a fantastic phrase to remember.
Absolutely. Same-day delivery is common in big Chinese cities. It is a great sentence because of the word common. It reminds us that this incredible speed is not rare. It happens all the time.
Right. Let us move to the second concept. Think about where the goods are actually kept before you buy them. The source states, packages come from warehouses near your home.
Packages come from warehouses near your home. That perfectly captures the secret behind Jingdong speed. It is all about the location of the warehouse. The physical distance is sure.
Exactly. Now for the third key phrase. This one is about the massive numbers we discussed, the sheer scale of the operation. The source notes. Chinese people send 200 million packages every day.
Chinese people send 200 million packages every day. 200 million. Saying that number out loud really helps you feel the staggering scale of the logistics involved.
It really does. Moving on to the fourth concept. This one highlights the solution to the massive waste problem we just talked about. The source declares, we need recyclable boxes for packages.
We need recyclable boxes for packages. Recyclable. It is such an important word for the future. It shows this shift from just throwing things away to reusing materials.
And finally, the fifth sentence. This is the big overarching lesson about balancing our modern desires for speed with the reality of the natural world. The source summarizes it like this. Fast delivery is convenient, but we must protect the environment.
Fast delivery is convenient, but we must protect the environment. That sentence perfectly defines the modern dilemma. We want the convenience, but we cannot ignore the cost to nature.
Wonderful. Repeating these phrases out loud, slowly and clearly, is the best way to build your confidence in a new language.
It really works.
So let us do a quick summary of our entire deep dive today. We started by exploring the absolute magic of same-day Jingdong speed. We learned that the secret to this incredible speed is not just driving fast, but having warehouses located just a few kilometers away in your very own neighborhood, stocked with items using predictive data.
It's all about being close to the customer.
Exactly. Then we looked at the massive scale of this system. Over 200 million packages moving daily, and billions of dollars being spent in a single 24-hour period during the Double 11 shopping festival.
Unbelievable numbers.
And finally, we looked at the ongoing effort to balance this massive volume of physical packages with the urgent need to protect our environment. We learned that using recyclable boxes and returning them to city recycling stations is how society is trying to enjoy fast delivery without destroying the earth.
It's a very delicate balance. Human convenience versus environmental conservation.
It really is. Now, before we go, we have a challenge for you, the listener. This challenge comes directly from the exercises in our English training source.
Get ready to participate.
Yes. We want you to practice your English by filling in the blanks of this sentence. You can write it down in a notebook or just say it out loud to yourself wherever you are listening right now. Here is the sentence with 2 blank spaces. I receive packages blank because blank.
Okay, let me hear that again.
I will say it one more time. I receive packages blank because blank. Think about the vocabulary words we learned today. Think about speed or warehouses or the environment. How would you fill in those blanks to make a true sentence?
That is a wonderful mental exercise. And, as you think about how to fill in those blanks, I want to leave you with one final thought to ponder on your own.
What's that?
This raises an important question. If logistics continue to improve through technology and packages can reach us almost instantly from a warehouse just down the street, how will that change the emotional value we place on the things we buy?
Oh, that's interesting.
In the past, waiting weeks for an item made it feel special when it finally arrived. If we never have to wait for anything, will instant gratification make us appreciate our belongings more? Or will it make us appreciate them less?
That is a very deep question. It is something to really think about the next time you click that order button and expect a package to arrive at your door on the exact same day. We want to thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive today. We hope you enjoyed exploring the speed of express delivery in China, and we hope you learned something new.
Definitely.
Remember to keep practicing your English. Speak slowly, speak clearly, and never stop learning. We will be right here waiting for you next time.
Keep exploring and keep practicing. Goodbye, everyone.